like I was saying on a live there, animals are aliens. Animals are aliens. I'll say it one more time. Animals are aliens. If animals came down from the sky in some kind of spaceship, we would believe them to be aliens. So why don't we just look at these animals right now, say they don't look anything like us really. Okay, they've got 2 eyes, maybe they've got 4 legs or whatever. But they're basically aliens compared to humans. So why do we think that animals aren't aliens? Answer me in the comments. Are animals aliens? Animals, are they aliens? Just in the old fish and chip shop, waiting for some food. So what do you like? Do you like chicken? Would you like fish? What do you prefer out of those 2 things? Chicken or fish with a bunch of chips? Chicken or fish, people? Remember, cod is God. By the powers of the maniacs! By the powers of the potato! By the powers of the vapes invested in me! By the powers of Iron Man on my shirt, I say unto you, hello TikTok! Welcome to me, Shiva. I talk random nonsense now. I used to talk about something else. I don't talk about it anymore. Because why? Because it wound me up something chronic. Good night. Did I actually make a point there? Hello TikTok, it's me Shiva. I've come here to talk to you today about hell and the 3 types of hell of which I am aware currently. Now there's fucking hell, then there's shitting or crapping hell, and then there's bloody hell. So let's start with fucking hell. Well, fucking hell is obviously the hell where when you get there is all different people of the wrong sexual preference for you. Whoever you prefer to have sex with, this is full of people who are not that preference and they're trying to have sex with you all the time. It's fucking hell. Okay, now we've got crapping or shitting hell as the next one, which is obviously where you're having diarrhea all the time, red hot pokers of diarrhea coming out of your arse. That's crapping, shitting hell. Then you've got bloody hell, which is where everything that you would normally drink has turned to blood and you're drinking blood all the time. Bloody hell. Those are the hells of which I am aware. Good night. Listen to the calls within your heart and soul, for you will find direction there. Bit of wisdom for you today. Came up with that myself. True story. So yeah, listen to the calls within your heart and soul. I just want to talk a little bit more about listening to your heart and your mind and your soul in order to find your direction, because like today I made a decision to stop doing a certain thing and start doing another certain thing, right? That's vague as hell, I know, but I was doing the first certain thing for ages and ages, and I kept coming towards this kind of idea and feeling in my head and in my heart and soul that was saying, I don't want to do that anymore. And when that happens, you should really pay attention to those calls within that say, if you don't want to do something specific and you keep doing it and doing it and doing it, and you're like, something inside me is saying, I don't actually want to do this, I'm not enjoying it, something's wrong with it here, you should listen to that call, take action, make a decision, and then start to do something new to replace it instead. Bees, right? Bees and honey, right? Where do bees get all the fucking sugar for their honey? Because all I ever see is bees flying around to plants with pollen on their little legs and that. And pollen, as far as I'm concerned, is not sugar. So where are they getting all the sugar from? Do they burrow into the ground and like dig out sugar out of the ground? Seriously, where are they going? Tate and Lyle? Calling all musicians, comedians, artists and creatives in general. Content creators. Here's my question for you. Where do you get all your ideas from? Where do they come from? Literally. How do you know when it's the time to make a new thing? Do you study other people's works first? Do you noodle around on your instrument or with your pen or whatever you create? Do you just mess around with features and stuff, you know, on apps or whatever, if you're creating content on videos and stuff like that? Where do you get your ideas from? For me, personally, with regard to music anyway, music just comes to me kind of from the back of my head, sort of in the back of my brain there, and it goes meow, and a tune is fully formed already by the time I get to the guitar. I've already got an idea that's doing. Where do you get your ideas from? Good night. So for my final points of the day, We found out what bees get their sugar from. They get it from the nectar. Duh, not the pollen. Anyway, if you're an ant, right, you can lift like 50 times your own weight. That's powerful, right? Now, what happens if you happen to be a particularly depressed ant and you want to end it all? You can't really jump off a cliff because you just fly and float down to the ground, so that won't work. You can't exactly jump in a lake because we know they just float to the top. So what they're going to do is they're going to have to go to a picnic, right? Nick a small little plastic tub of wine, nick it, lift it up, nick it, run over there, pour it on the ground and jump in it. Then they can drown their sorrows in alcohol poisoning. Yeah. Good night. Anyway. Anyway, like I was saying, blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah.
So after having a extremely long session of dreaming where I wasn't sleeping properly at all, which was really annoying, and I had like loads of Walking Dead style dreams, I came up with an idea. You see, they don't really have many flying zombies in the world, so I was thinking we should combine angels, monkeys, and zombies. So there'd be flying angel monkey zombies. How about that? It's a good idea, isn't it? Next show coming up on your TV screen will be Flying Angel Death Monkeys Zombies. Damn, Flying Angel Monkey Zombies. Good night. Good morning. Don't steal my idea. That's original, that is. I've got TikTok copyright verification here, people. Don't steal these ideas, even if they are naff. And the Flying Angel Death Monkey Zombies have laser willies. Good day to you, TikTokers. As you can see from the background there, it's becoming autumn now, and the leaves are starting to go a bit brown on some of the trees, not all of them. So I'm just going to go and tread on some autumn leaves so you can get the sound of the autumn leaves being trodden on. Here we go. Oh yeah. Look at that sound. Listen to that sound. That's the autumn leaf sound for you people. Who likes it? Even this. So the obvious question is, what's your favourite season? Do you prefer a bit of winter, a bit of spring, a bit of summer, or a bit of autumn? Let me know in the comments and go do some leaf crunching yourselves. Good night. Disclaimer. Only some of the following nonsense is true. The rest of it is lies. Dum 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 dum. Hey, what's this? Missing cat? Oh right, missing cat. Ah, that reminds me of the days when I used to be homeless, wandering around, and I used to find these posters saying missing cat on them all the time. There was about 3 of them, different cats in the local area. I was homeless, I was starving, so I took it upon myself to give myself a little bit of energy to go and do some hunting. So I went looking for these missing cats, you know, found them all, ate them up nice. Seriously, they don't feed the homeless enough these days. Not enough cats on the street. Have you ever tried mugwort? Now, if you're interested in getting vivid dreams and perhaps even lucid dreaming, then you can try this herb called mugwort. Now, you can make it into a tea or you can smoke it. It's perfectly legal. It's just a herb, you know, like a common sort of kitchen type herb, and yeah, it promotes vivid dreaming and lucid dreaming. So use it just before you go to bed and you might find that your dreams become enhanced with special abilities and powers. I don't know. It certainly worked for me last night. Bloody hell, I had a load of vivid dreams after smoking some mugwort. So yeah, try it out. Mugwort for vivid dreams. Good night. Oh my god, I'm being approached by a large amount of cows. They're all heading my way. Help! They look like they're far away there, but they're really close up to me. Look, this is how they feel. This is how close they are. Oh, they're coming to get me. What are they doing? Are they being herded, or are they just walking it, you know, by themselves out of fun? Look, there's them as well. The herd of the cows coming in. Are they even cows, or are they bulls? Oh my gosh, they're bulls. Carry on walking, people. Just walk straight on by. Straight on past. Don't come and get me. I don't think cows are carnivorous anymore. They might have used to be in the dinosaur ages. Ain't that some bullshit? Man, that's some bullshit.
Man, there's no cow pat. That's some bullshit. You're talking bullshit, my bro. Bullshit. Don't you give me that crap. That's some bullshit. That's some flat pack bullshit. Dear sir or madam, are you talking bullshit? That was a load of bullshit. It's the age-old question here. We've already done bees versus wasps. What would the situation be if it was cows versus horses, or bulls versus horses in a grudge match? The autumn grudge match between cows and horses. They're having a fight for some reason. They've been set up to kill each other. Who's going to win in a fight to the death between cows and horses? In the ring, no holds barred. It's multiple martial arts from the cows versus horses. Bulls versus horses. Who's going to win? Place your bets now, people. Put the comments in. Who do you think is going to win? Cows versus horses. Who's got the most strength? Who's got the most power? Who's got the agility? Who's got the bite? Who's got the kicks? Who's got the grappling hook? Who's got the holds, you know? So I'm out and about, right? And there's a little stream over there. As you can tell, it's very windy where I am. I'm out in the wild, in the wilderness. And I saw a dog. And it literally looked like it was walking across the top of the stream. And I thought, whoa, that's some kind of Jesus dog. Then I thought, maybe the whole Jesus walking on water thing was a bit of a spelling mistake. Maybe it was actually supposed to be walking in water. And they just got the O and the I mixed up, and it should be, because can you really walk on water? Maybe it was just a really shallow piece of sandy bit in the water. So you're actually walking in the water. Spelling mistake. Could be blasphemy though. So I just walked past an older gentleman, and he was actually using a walking stick to help with the old walking there. Now, I did say to him, so, nice stick. And he went, you what? How dare you talk to me like that in the public streets? And I said, no, nice stick. And he goes, oh yeah, thanks very much. It's a caliber, super caliber stick. Thanks, I appreciate the compliment. Good night. How do you like the tap water in your area? Any good?
Or is it too like sweaty or a bit minerally and a bit kind of chlorine maybe? I don't know. How do you like tap water? Do you prefer bottled water? My girlfriend swears by bottled water. She says she can't abide by tap water, it's yuck. Makes her feel like sick and stuff. So yeah, what do you think of tap water? Personally, I'm starting to feel like tap water's a bit naff. It's a bit too wet, if you know what I mean. I like my water dry as a bone. Sorry my reform bros, but who claps like this? What kind of clapping is that exactly? I've never seen anyone clap like that before. Come on, clapper. He's a clapper monkey. He's doing the clapper monkey style clapping. That's what it is. Yeah. Most people clap sort of palm to palm. You know, not finger to finger. It's a sad day for my loins. I've got chub rub. You know, I don't have a thigh gap down there. I'm a bit chubby down there in the thigh area, so the thighs rub together and they've caused a bit of a blister, so I've got chub rub. Yeah, laugh all you like here, bastards. Now I'm a bit behind the times, but maybe some of you people didn't know this as well, but the word GOAT, you know, when you say someone's the GOAT, the greatest of all time is what it stands for. Greatest of all time. It's an acronym actually. It's not just, I was like, where does this GOAT thing come from? Is it from Goat Simulator? Back on the old slang here again. So WTF, what the fuck? FTW, fuck the what? No, obviously FTW actually stands for the win, which I didn't know. I was like, what the fuck? Fuck the what? Doesn't make any sense. They're just saying it backwards. Fuck the what? You know, I was just thinking, right? And that's the operative word, thinking. So it's interesting that they haven't actually found out where thinking actually kind of occurs. Where the actual thoughts live, you know? Where do the thoughts hide? We tried looking inside the brain. It just turns out it's just blood and brain goop. So there's no thoughts like hiding inside your head. So where do they exist? They must exist in a virtual plane somewhere. In a computer game, maybe. No, okay. Whoa, nearly fell off the bench. Yeah, so that's interesting, isn't it? Where do thoughts exist? Do they exist in a philosophical arena somewhere in heaven or hell, and they're beamed into your brains? Because like you open up the brain, there ain't no thoughts in there when you're gone, and there ain't no thoughts in there when you're alive, and they open up your brain to see what's in there. They don't see any little thoughts with words in them, do they? So where do thoughts come from? Question to you. Hello. So I've been listening and watching to this guy called Eckhart Tolle, right? Eckhart Tolle. He's written a couple of books. Here they are. The Power of Now and A New Earth. And he's one of these kind of spiritual enlightenment guru type people. And I just wanted to have a quick chat about his philosophy of enlightenment, if that makes any sense. So he says that he says that most people, in fact nearly all people in the world, have this negative thought train going through their mind the whole time, right? Saying negative things about life and causing them internal suffering, like in their emotions and their feelings kind of thing. But it apparently all starts from thinking and the fact that you have your identity wrapped up in your thoughts. So when your thoughts go all kind of squiffy, your identity goes all squiffy and you feel suffering because your identity is getting negativized, if that makes any sense. Now, I have an issue with what he's saying because I don't think that everyone does have this thought process going on in their head the whole time, this negative thought train going the whole time, because I've looked at my own experience and I must say I'm not thinking all the time. I have periods of little quietness in my brain where not much is happening. It's just a bit blank in there, you know. I'm looking around, I'm seeing the world, I'm listening to other people, and I don't have that much thoughts going on, or if any sometimes, you know, no thoughts for like a minute or two even. Now he would say, I think, that means that you're experiencing awakening or enlightenment when you're having no thoughts. That's what he advises you to do, to try get to the no thought place, the place without any thoughts, and that is supposed to be the field of awareness or the field of spaciousness, of awakening, of enlightenment. So by his definition then, in those periods where I'm not having much thinking going on, I'm enlightened. I must say, I do not feel enlightened. So let's discuss this. How do you achieve enlightenment really? You know, is it about deleting your thoughts, or, you know, focusing on the awareness behind the thoughts? I'm confused. Catch you in a bit. Good night. Ideas. I don't know if you can read that, but it says ideas. So I'm sitting on a bench. Have you ever sat for ideas? Sounds weird, but it basically means you go somewhere or you could even stay at home and do this, and it's a bit like a meditation. You just kind of sit there, you don't do anything. You can close your eyes if you want to, you can look around. You're just sitting there waiting for ideas to come, and it could be to do with business, it could be to do with your relationships, your finances, I don't know, or just ideas for content even. For me, it's ideas for content, yeah? So you go somewhere, maybe sit on a bench, sit in a chair. You can close your eyes if you want to. It might not be all that great closing your eyes out in the wild, but and you just kind of wait and listen to your brain, listen to the wind, listen to the external sounds, listen to the universe even, listen to God, listen to your heart, and wait for ideas to come. I call it sitting for ideas. Check it out. So you're walking along the pavement, right? Now, who still plays a game of don't step on the cracks? As you're walking along, make sure you don't step on any kind of like lines or cracks that are on the pavement. Avoid the cracks in the pavement. And has a bear ever come out and got you? Or have you lost your soul? Because obviously I know there are two pieces of law around this stepping on the cracks game, right? The one thing is, if you step on the cracks, a bear or an ogre or some kind of monster is going to come out round the corner and get you and eat you. Right, so that's why we avoid stepping on the cracks. The second one is that your soul actually gets sucked down into the cracks and you lose your soul into the cracks in the pavement. So that's the other piece of law. So who still plays this game? I must admit that I actually play it occasionally, but I also do the opposite, and I tempt fate, and I tempt the dragon or the beast or whatever, and I suck my soul down into the cracks by stepping on the cracks on purpose. Because it's like, you're looking at the floor, you find a crack, you're like, right, step on that, see what happens. And this, of course, is the true reason why I have no soul. It's not because I'm ginger, you fuckers. Yesterday's news, man. So yesterday, alarms went off all around the country on people's phones, terrifying those who are herbalized or tripping all at the same time. How did you respond? I was momentarily shocked, even though I knew it was coming along. I tell you what, I was glad I was sober as well, because that would have made me paranoid as bloody hell. Could be seen as a bit of an invasive act. What do you reckon? The alarm, that thing that went off on your phone if you got it. Good night. Right, I am renaming the smartphone the Psy Droid. It's a psychic communication droid. It's a device, it's a machine, but it's psychic. Because how does it always know what I'm thinking and feeling and wanting to watch and see, huh? YouTube's always showing me things that I want to see. How does it know? X is always showing me things I want to read. How does it know? Psychic droid. Google's always showing me news that I want to see. How does it know? Psychic droid. And today's evening message is, life is like a video game. You run around, you pick up objects, you jump on things, you die frequently, you defeat bad guys with the killing swords and magic. Well, yeah. Okay, so maybe life isn't like a video game at all. Unless you believe in the simulation theory idea. What do you think of that? That life is all but a simulation, and we are merely players on the stage of life. Dreams, right? Dreams, yeah? So dreams. Who dreams? I dream. Do you dream? Let's all dream together. No, that's silly. Ooh, shared dreams. That's an interesting one, isn't it? No. Okay, so dreams, right? What I wanted to talk to you about today is dreams. I've said that word a million times now. You get the idea of what the video is. Now, I wanted to kind of create a video and a series of videos, not a continuous series, but a series of videos about dreams. My dreams, your dreams, our dreams. And I'm talking about sleep dreams, you know, while you're asleep, not your kind of hopes and dreams, that kind of things, or goals. I don't mean that kind of thing, although maybe I should do something about that in a separate video. But yeah, dreams. So I want you to share your most recent, or your most vivid, or your most memorable, or your most recurring dreams with me, and I'll share mine with you. I don't have one for you today though, but I will be doing dream sharing on this channel. So there you go. Dreams. Share your dreams with me. Tell me one of your dreams from recent times, or recent memory, or like a recurring dream, or a very vivid one, whatever. And just write it down in the comments, and I'll read it and reply to you. Yeah. But maybe we can try and make sense out of our dreams, or just enjoy them more for the fact of sharing it, you know? Because I really do enjoy my dreams a lot, you know. I have had flying dreams quite often. I have party dreams. I have sex dreams. So yeah, all those dreams. If you're going to share with me your sex dreams, yeah, just leave those ones off the table for the moment. Leave those ones out. You can just say, okay, I had a sex dream. Yeah, I don't want to hear the details in the comments, all right? You probably get filtered anyway if you're commenting sex dreams. So no sex dreams for the moment. This is non-sex dreams. But yeah, share your dreams with this video. Thank you. Good night. Check this cat out. It's gone into a building van. It's trying to get some tools out. I don't know if you can see it in there. It's a black cat, dark cat. It's gone into the tool van. It's trying to get some tools out, get some building work done on the house. It's been licking its nuts in public. Only cats can lick their nuts in public. Well, I should try it maybe. See if you can get away with it. Keep your trousers on, of course. Good night. If you're wondering why the camera's shaking, it's because I'm shivering, man. I'm cold. It's actually cold in the shade, and then I bet as soon as I walk into the sun, it's going to be boiling fucking hot. So what's the weather doing, eh? What's the weather doing, people? Right, I'm back on the old superstition lark again. Now this time it's all about ladders, walking underneath ladders. I've got a ladder coming up. Hold on. Can you see that ladder there? I'm about to walk under it and get some bad luck. Now, did you know that if you want to reverse bad luck from walking under ladders, what you got to do is walk backwards underneath them. Backwards. Oh God, here comes the bad luck. Ooh. So yeah, I should go and walk backwards underneath it now to reverse the bad luck. The thing about walking under ladders though, it's not really bad luck, is it? It's just kind of common sense, a little bit dangerous, because you never know when someone's going to be falling off the top of a ladder and squishing you on the head. Don't walk under ladders, people. It could be very bad for your health. Good day to you. Now you may be wondering why it appears that I am walking backwards. Oh yeah, that looks weird, doesn't it? Well, it reminded me, the last bit I did about walking backwards under ladders reminded me of someone I met in London one time, and I called him the backwards walking man. And he literally walks everywhere backwards. And it was really weird, because he was walking backwards everywhere like this. Round corners, into away from people, across the road, you know, everywhere, on the pavement, everywhere. Backwards walking man, I called him. And I actually was homeless. I had psychosis at the time, and I went around teasing him, stepping in front of him to stop him from walking backwards, and it didn't work. He kept on going, babies. So yeah, it's actually pretty difficult, this backwards walking thing. And I wondered whether he gets home with a giant crick in his neck, because he was going like this the whole time. Good night. Good day to you, good morning, and hello. How are you doing? What's up? Greetings. So yeah, how is it for greeting other people in the street in your area? It might be an area thing. It must be an area thing, because I used to live in a certain area. Now I've moved to another area, and in this area, right, everyone says hello, or nods at you, or smiles at you, or gives you a little wave, or gets your dog to sniff you a little bit. It's all a good hello vibe round here. So I've decided that I'm going to stop saying hello, or yep, you're right. I don't even know what I say to these people, but I'm going to start saying good day to you, like that. And I've started already, and it's working really well. So good day to you, TikTok. Good day to you. Yo, I fell down a man cover once, a manhole cover. Man cover? Manhole cover. You know what I'm talking about? Little thingy, like a round thing or a square thing on the pavement that goes down to, like, I don't know, pipes and sewers, maybe, stuff like that. Well, some motherfucker hadn't put it on properly, so it just went like that, and my leg went all the way down into the hole, and I was like, help me, save me, like a drowning ant in a bottle of wine. Twigs. Now, who likes a good bit of twig snapping? This is your twig snapping video, so I'll be snapping some twigs for the sound effects for you here. We've got the lovely sounds of the birds in the background. Here's your first twig snap. Oh yeah. Another one. Oh, do you like that crack? Oh yeah. Satisfying, isn't it, these sounds? Bang. It's like a gunshot. Snap. This is the video, people. That one's a bit weak. We need a big one for a good final snap. Ah, that was all right. Okay, there's your twig snapping video. Hope you enjoyed it. Good night. Hello, mate. How you doing? Come to say hello, have you? You've come to nick my energy drink. Wow, you're well close. Look at you. How are you? My goodness. You want to lick the camera? You may lick the camera. No? Okay. I've been visited by a horse and they've had enough now. But yeah, I was thinking about these horses. Some of them have got a load of flies on their face, you know. Like, that would be really annoying if I had flies all over my face. Anyway, there's your horse for the day.
If you smell something that doesn't smell right, mind your own fucking business and do not contact the transport police.
So, a bit of background, right? I have schizophrenia as a diagnosis. It's in remission at the moment. I'm not experiencing any symptoms. I'm on medication that keeps it at bay, so it's all good and it's fine. And I'm basically like a normal person, but I can't get into too much stress or work situations with stress because it brings my symptoms back. So I have to kind of keep it like very chill in my life. Yeah, not too much stress or I could bring my symptoms back. Anyway, one of the symptoms of psychosis, which happens as part of schizophrenia, is delusions and hallucinations, like voices, you know, and delusions are kind of beliefs that aren't real, or believing things that aren't true or that don't match up with reality kind of thing. So anyway, that's the background. Now, about one of my things I did when I was in a psychosis thing, right? I went onto a train, and it was a train going from somewhere to London Waterloo, and I managed to bust into the driver's compartment at the other end of the train, but the end that the driver wasn't actually in, right? So at the other end of the train, empty driver's compartment, I busted into there because it was actually not closed. I mean, it was closed, but it wasn't locked. Not locked. So I just walked in through the door there, chancing it, and it worked. And basically what I wanted to do is I had a lifelong dream of making train announcements. I love those announcements. I always wanted to do something funny or silly over the announcement, but all I could think of that day was to do this. So I said I pressed the button on the little sound system thing in the train driver's compartment, and I wasn't sure whether it was working, but I decided to speak into the microphone anyway, and I just said, ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. I'm just wishing you a pleasant journey all the way from here to London Waterloo. Good night. All I wanted to do was have a really like smooth sounding captain. I should have said another one of the symptoms of psychosis is actually disinhibited behaviour, meaning you don't have as many inhibitions around doing, you know, strange things sometimes. So that was one of the occasions where I exhibited disinhibited behaviour. I just went and broke the rules, and I did actually get busted for it. They said the transport police came and got me after that train event, and took me into a room and said, yeah, it was getting really annoying for the passengers, so we had to come and bust you, I'm afraid. They let me go, but they did keep me there for a little while and got me to call my dad, because I was also homeless as well at the time. So they got me to call my dad and my mum just to check in to see that I was okay and that. And then they let me go because they said, our hands are tied. We can't let you, we can't keep you very long, I'm afraid. You haven't done that much wrong, so off you go. So that's the story. I bust into the train announcement compartment and made a silly train announcement. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you on the next longer video. Good night. I'm out in a beautiful field at the moment. It's called the Moor, and I am sitting on this bench. It is the only bench in the whole field, and I'm basically bench hogging it, and I've been bench hogging it for the last 2 hours. So people are coming around looking at me and going like, hey, how come you get the bench? I'm a bench hogger, y'all. Sitting in the field on a bench, and a horse comes up to me, and I thought he was just coming to say hello, but the real reason he came up to me was to go and snot all over my fucking hand. It's the age-old story of the princess and the pea. The princess goes to bed and she finds that the husband has peed in it. So I've got 2 rabbits, right, and they're both like boys, so they've both got gnats and little peepees. So unfortunately they've started to get through to their adolescence phase, and they've started humping each other and getting aggressive about it as well. You don't want to see this kind of like humping aggression, you know, like they're going mad at it, you know, proper with their little eyes glinting and glazed over like rabbits. Anyway, yeah, so we're going to have to get them neutered. One of them's being neutered as we very speak at this moment in time. Now, can you actually imagine having your bits chopped off just for a bit of excessive humping?
Just because you're humping your brother in public? Hold on to your nuts.
Are you having a nice bath in there, Bulls? Are you afraid of the camera? What are you up to? Bath and drink? Have a chill, stand around in the water. Nice one. Hello cow, bull. Look at these poor bulls with their flies on there. They come to get me, I'm running away. Okay, bye. Run! Yeah, don't piss off the bulls, man. But what I was trying to say was, how do they get the flies off them? I think they need some kind of windscreen wipers for their face, you know? If you ever want to see a rabbit at full stretch, this is what they look like. Look at that long ass rabbit, man. This is what a rabbit looks like when they turn into a human. Can you imagine what it would look like if rabbits walked around on 2 hind legs the whole time? It's coming, people, I'm telling you. This is the beginning. You've seen it here first. It's the beginning of the rabbit uprising.